It worked. It worked. See, look, you can see the brooch.
Okay, good. I was very concerned. I couldn't even focus on my job, which is to do what?
Interviewing me, you asshole. This is about me right now, Taylor.
Fine. I made the podcast today about me.
Yes.
Even though it was supposed to be about you. So I'll do a proper interview today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Right now. Mm-hmm.
So today is, well, this is new. This is a live signing via Zoom. 2022 feels post-apocalyptic to just like do this on a computer right now.
But we did this for the first book, remember?
Yeah, but it wasn't like, it didn't feel like this. This feels like Zoom.
True.
COVID 2020.
Yeah, before we were like into a camera. Now it's like more personal.
This, like, you know, our computer's propped up on some books right now. Like, it's just like very chill. It's very chill. I want to make sure people can see your brooch though. So
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Remember,
do the opposite of what? Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm going to be signing some books and answering some questions and talking about. See, look, this is how weird this is that text messages are coming through on this computer, and this isn't my computer, nor is it Taylor's. So someone's getting dick pics right now.
Can you imagine?
I'm joking, but how funny is that? So Taylor's actually, take it from here, Taylor.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So
welcome
to Stassi's live book signing. It's going to be a little interviewing about the book, obviously. And of course, she's going to be signing your books, quite frankly, and then answering all of your questions. There are so many questions. We're going to try to get to every single one that we can, but I feel like there's going to be long answers because they're like really good questions.
Yes, 100%. I was going over them and I was like, this feels like it's going to be longer than an hour.
I know. So
let's do our best
to keep it like under 11 o'clock p.m. tonight.
Yes.
Okay. We'll try 100%. Our best.
Okay.
Okay. So Off With My Head is officially out. I'm so excited. FYI, I pre-ordered it because.
Did you really?
I swear to God, I have 2 copies at home. The one that you sent. By the way, it took a really long time for me to get my decoupaged influencer box. Is that what they're called?
That's because you live in New York, so the mailing took a little bit longer.
I had a moment where I was like, is this bish not going to send me one? Because like, you know when you're really good friends with people, like they can leave you out and it's okay?
Yeah, that's why your note was so lame.
Why don't you tell them what the note said?
Okay, so I made all of these boxes.
How many?
75.
Okay, wait. And you, just for reference point, because everybody saw them on Instagram, everybody's like reposting.
I spent 5. I mean, I've never heard that word before. So
How can you decoupage and not know the term decoupage?
I crafted.
Yeah, you did.
I crafted.
Your ass off.
But now I'm going to call it decoupaged.
Yeah.
I decoupaged for 5 days straight. Beau helped me. Lo helped me. Hartford helped me at that point.
Did she, though?
I mean, she gave me moral support.
Fair. experiencing technical difficulties.
Are we back?
And we're back.
Are we back? I need to have confirmation that we are back.
If you guys, I know you're in the chat. If you guys can just give us like, thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. It's you know what, it takes a village. Okay, so welcome back. We don't know where we lost you guys, so let me just quickly reset because that's what I do. Okay.
Okay.
So we are here. It's Stassi's live book signing. We actually did this for your first book.
Yeah, it was way different though. There were no glitches.
Actually, I have to say I'm really happy. Silver lining. I'm happy that we have a new computer because I look way cuter in this computer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it just like a better, I don't know, camera angle or something.
I'm here for that.
Okay. So anyway, we're here. Stassi's going to be signing your books that you guys, I mean, your VIPs. So these are all for you.
I think they already have their books.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just signing some more.
Well,
I
just failed at my job. Okay. So, but she's going to be signing books, but we're also going to be talking about the book. I had Stassi on my podcast today. It comes out Thursday, tomorrow. Yes. But I talked about myself the whole time because that's what I do. So we're actually going to do a proper interview with you.
Where we can talk about me.
And then, of course, we're going to get to your questions. Thank you guys so much for submitting them. There are tons. We're going to get to as many as humanly possible. Yes. But, you know, so maybe more questions and less me and you talking.
I actually think so, too. Let's give
the
viewers what they want.
Real quick, though, can I just do a little like chit chat about the book?
Sure.
Okay, so it's your second book.
Yes.
Okay. How are you feeling?
So free, honestly. If I'm going to be specific, I feel like free is the right word because it's been 2 years of just really sitting with all my thoughts and feelings, and to be able to, like, I've talked to you, I've talked to my friends, I've talked to my family about things, and just to be able to have it out there and connect with my listeners, or when I used to have a podcast.
You will again.
My Khaleesi's.
Yes.
I guess just to be able to connect with my Khaleesi's just feels freeing. Yeah.
I will say too, I feel like self-imposed, you have been kind of away for like 2 whole years.
Yes.
So do you feel like this is your entrance back into the world?
I'm like a debutante.
I know.
At her ball. You know, I'm waiting for people to be like, to give me their dance cards or something. You know, like I am ready to be out there. I'm ready for a proposal. I want people to come call on me. These are like, she probably doesn't know what I'm talking about right now, but if you watch period piece TV shows, you know what I'm talking about. I want people to start calling on me now. That's what I feel like. It's my coming out.
So your wedding is rapidly approaching. I mean, we're slamming this book tour right up against the wedding, essentially.
Yes, I did that on purpose because, you know, I was craving some drama.
The reality star in you will never exit the body. It's unbelievable.
It just didn't.
Really, there is a time when your whole crew of friends gets together and you all start acting a little extra psycho. It's like, you know, the Vanderpump clock is coming. Even if the shows you're not on anymore, it's like
May rolls around. It's like the end of spring when filming was supposed to start.
Yep.
Every year, and then we all start short circuiting, and we're like, there hasn't been enough drama over the last few months. Yeah.
So wait, so the wedding is almost here. What are you more excited about? The book coming out or the wedding?
Wow.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
You should have written me a better note.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the thing. I know. Oh my God, I don't know.
It can tie.
I truly don't know how to answer that question. It's like, it's
so different.
It's so different. It's like, fuck you, Taylor.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Let me try again. So this book is kind of like your baby. So
what do you love more? This book or Harvard?
Yep.
Obviously, Harvard. This book.
Incredible. No, really, this is like your second baby.
No, it is. And it also is kind of like Hartford's twin. Like they were in the womb at the same time.
That's
because I was like writing it while Hartford was there. Like I wrote this book in Hartford's nursery, like in the rocking chair, not the rocking chair, I have a swivel chair. So it goes side to side and back and forth.
That sounds sexual.
It's a swivel chair. And so I just feel like Hartford and this book are connected.
Oh, that's sweet.
So it's like 2 babies.
So she was obviously, you dedicated the book to Hartford.
Yes.
Let's explain that to just like a little bit more. Like she saved you, right? How so? For someone who doesn't have children, and we had a really interesting lunch conversation today about my fear of having children.
Yeah.
Explain it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, anyone who's had children will know this, that it is truly the most frustrating but profoundly rewarding thing that could ever happen to you. Like it just the love and the joy and light that a child brings to your life is just you can't compare it to anything else. And that's not to say that like people who don't have children don't experience those things. It's just an experience I've never had before. And it's truly what has made like my soul feel like whole. But like your soul can feel whole without a child. So like, don't feel bad if you don't have one. Like it's just, that is what Hartford did for me. And when I was, going through like that period of not my favorite time in the world, to be able to focus on the fact that I was given this gift and I could just focus on the fact that I had this child in my belly was just like truly like what kept me happy every day. Because if I didn't have that, I totally would have just like taken a shit ton of Xanax and drank a bunch of wine and just like spiraled. Truly.
I was gonna say my daily routine. So, Hartford's a lot in this book, actually. It's dedicated to her, but there's a lot of Hartford in this book.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what's your favorite chapter of the book?
My favorite chapter is definitely the last chapter. And it's not even the juiciest chapter.
There's a lot of juicy stuff in there.
It's the chapter that's for my daughter. And it was the most fun to write because it was after she was born. I wrote that one after she was born, and I had gotten to know her for like a couple months. So she was still a newborn, but it was all of the things, the lessons to my daughter that I wanted her to look back on and be able to read as a teenager and be like, wow, this was a moment in time that my mom wrote this for me and I was a newborn. And like some of them are funny, but still true.
Yep.
Like Botox is a preventative. That is a lesson that like everyone should just like get on board with, like right now. And then some of them are a little more serious. So
there was one, we were like in the hotel getting ready to come here, and I was reading that chapter, and there was one that's something about be single, like that's an important time in your life, but also like, the year of yes. So Stassi's year of yes was 2016.
2016, yeah.
But she said, but there are things you should not say yes to, like drugs and orgies. And then at the end, you said something like, and during 2016, I did not have orgies. And I was like, she's going to read this someday. It's so cool.
That's fine. You know
what? I love it.
I want to have an open communication with my daughter about anything. So if that means talking about orgies, then that is what it is. Not that like I know anything about orgies.
Or lack thereof.
I really don't know about orgies. Orgies are like my worst nightmare.
Same.
No, like I'm way too jealous. I would literally die. I would die. It gives me anxiety thinking about. But like, if that's your thing, rock on.
Yeah, like you, but so many fluids. It's like just many. Okay, what were you the most excited to write about?
The most excited to write about? See, this is another lame answer. It was about like the good parts of life. It was like about my pregnancy, about Hartford, and like that. Like the hardest things to write about were the things I wasn't excited to write about. Obviously, like the canceling, obviously what it was like to say goodbye to Vanderpump Rules. Like that wasn't fun to write. I wasn't excited to write that, but I will say that was therapy.
Absolutely.
It was therapy just to sit there and write about it and get all my thoughts out and really just like purge everything that like I wasn't excited to do it, but it felt great. It's like working out. No one's excited to go work out, but once you do it, you're like, damn, that was good.
That's how I feel about sex. It's like, this again? It's already been a month. And then I'm like, that was so fun. We should do that more. I feel so connected to you.
Every couple always says that. Right? Once they're in the middle of having sex, or at least we do too. We're like, we should totally do this more and more. Or like after, we're just like, why don't we do this all the time? Because we have to schedule it.
Exactly.
We have a baby.
Exactly. But we were talking about, how is the tone of this book different from your first book?
Well, there is a similar tone to, it's not completely different. Okay. So like there is still a lightness to Off With My Head, because not everything is about the canceling.
Right.
Not everything is about that. Like, life goes on, and there is more to life than just the dark moments that you end up in. And I think that's also like the point of this book, is that like we've all experienced some sort of rock bottom, like whether that looks like a breakup or like losing your job or breaking a fucking nail when you just got them done and it was like a really expensive manicure. Like, this feels like fucking rock bottom. Like, the point is that life goes on. Here's how I made life go on. And hopefully it inspires other people to be like, well, I can get out of rock bottom too.
What are you the most or what were you the most nervous about writing, or like the most nervous about people reading?
Obviously the canceling.
Yeah.
100%, because I haven't spoken about it.
Right.
Like, I really like made a decision back when it happened that I'm just going to, you know what? Like, I'm going to sit back, take this all in, digest it, think about it, educate myself, figure out where I went wrong, figure out how I can be better, inform myself a little bit more. And the fact that I did that all quietly and for 2 years and didn't talk to anyone publicly about it, to have it all out there now feels like I'm naked and you see my stretch marks. That's what it feels like. So that's what I've been most nervous about.
Well, I can tell you, I was sitting on your couch reading the first chapter, sobbing, because I was really just so proud of the way you told that hard time in your life and that journey. And I'm just very proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think it's time to get to people's questions. Yes?
Yes.
Sounds like I was ready like 15 minutes ago. Okay.
Also, shouldn't I be signing books right now?
Oh yeah, here we go. Here's some more.
Let's move them over,
Okay.
shall we?
So let's start with this. Charity in Cartersville, Georgia says, what was the hardest part of writing this book compared to your first book?
Oh, well, the content of this one.
Right.
Obviously, because when you have the whole world, not the whole world, that sounds like a little bit grandiose. When anyone who has heard your name associates it with something horrible, that's a lot of pressure. So with the first book, it was so easy. It was about being a basic bitch and then just embracing what you love. So like, that's the difference.
Yeah. Shelby, New York says, what is an important piece of advice you wish season 1 Stassi knew when you were still single and dating?
Oh, season 1 Stassi.
Yes.
Would know when I was single and dating. That's such a good question.
Really good.
So much. To just enjoy the time alone. Because like, I feel like I remember so many moments where I was single where I'm like, swipe right, or not season 1, there wasn't swipe right, but like, I just like felt like I needed to find someone. And when I look back on my 20s, like the happiest moments before I met Beau were of when I was single. Like, all of my happy times were when I like was with my friends, single, didn't have a care in the world, didn't have to worry about if someone was texting me back. I could do whatever I want. I could go on a trip like that, like enjoy.
Yeah, the freedom.
I wish I could tell myself that.
She says, P.S. I saw you in Fort Lauderdale on your first book tour and you were great. Love you and your book.
Thank you.
Okay, Jessica says, you have a very fun but dark sense of humor, which I love.
Did you really say which I love?
I swear to God, I'm looking at it now. Have you noticed since having your daughter that your sense of humor has changed?
No.
0.
No. And sometimes like Beau and I look at each other and I'm like, am I going to make her a weirdo? And then I think to myself, she's already a little weirdo.
Yeah. And isn't that what we want?
It's glorious.
Okay. Astrid in San Diego, California says, what is your favorite bar restaurant in New Orleans? I actually got to go to New Orleans with you on the tour.
Yes, and you went to my favorite restaurant.
So epic and like proper.
Galatoire's is my favorite. It's the oldest restaurant, and I think it's the oldest one in New Orleans. It's one of the oldest, but it's literally referenced in A Streetcar Named Desire, and it's so old school that like when you go there, you see men in like the seersucker suits, and
it's the best.
It's just like you feel like you're back in time, and I've been going there ever since I was a little kid. So. And it's on Bourbon Street, which makes no sense because it's like in the middle of like a strip club and then like a shop where you can just like buy Mardi Gras beads and just like trash trinkets.
And then these like super preppy guys in their
seersucker suits, and like you can't get in without a jacket, and it's just like bizarre, but like I just love it. It's just quintessential New Orleans.
What would you say to order there too? I feel like when I give a restaurant rec, I want to give like a food rec.
Seafood. You just got to order oysters, shrimp, crawfish, like just like all of it.
God, you're a fast signer.
I am.
I got her a pen, a feather pen from Salem. Because I know my sister lives in Salem and she's obsessed.
Like an old timey one that has the ink and then a quill. That's what it's called.
With the ink. And I was like, you should use it tonight. She was like, are you trying to kill me?
Well, I'm like, listen, I need to use it. I need to practice when I have like a sweatshirt on and I'm not worried about my clothes.
What about favorite bar in New Orleans?
Okay, this is so basic, but I am. Pat O'Brien's.
Oh, wow.
It just is. You know, it's outside.
Yeah.
It's fun. You can get a hurricane. It's just easy and fun, and I love it.
Okay, Kylie asks, in Omaha, Nebraska, what's your current fashion inspo? Great question. I actually don't know, and I'm curious too.
Okay, let's have a fashion discussion right now because I have some thoughts.
We haven't talked about this in 2 years.
So fashion right now is so weird because there is no trend.
Yep, none.
I don't feel like there's like any type, you know how like back in the day,
back in my time,
you'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what like the runways are going to show, like what the trends will be for fall, what they'll be for spring. That shit doesn't happen anymore. Now it's just like everyone's doing random crap, putting everything all at once, or just only wearing a crop top and like baggy jeans. It's anything goes. So like what I find so glorious about this moment in time is that like you don't have to follow trends right now. You can literally just think about, well, what is it that like makes me like have my own personal style? Like what is it that I like wearing? Because trends don't matter right now.
It's very liberating, actually.
Yes, I feel free. So if I want to dress like Diane Keaton, I reserve the right to do that and still feel like I'm trendy too. Like it works.
If I want to dress like a colonel, I also can. Sanders. Like, what is this? I'm looking at it and be like, I think I made a mistake with my brooch. Okay.
No, I love it. But who's fashion inspo right now?
I literally don't know.
Besides
Kim Kardashian?
No,
like literally.
She's not. I mean, I look up to Zendaya, but like I could never wear everything she wears. But like other than that, it's like give me a cross between Blake Lively and Meghan Markle any day.
Yeah, right. One more question about fashion before I move on. How do you feel like your fashion has changed since becoming a mom? Do you think it's the same?
I still like the same types of things. I love a good classic, like chic, pulled together look. Yes. Nothing too out there. I just want to look like, I want people to think that like, did she come from France?
You're doing it right now.
Right?
Yeah, you are.
Effortless.
Okay. Ooh, Alyssa from Fairfield, Connecticut. Hi, Khaleesi. Here, longtime fan. Can't wait to read a new book. But can you go over a day in the life of? What do you and Beau do with Hartford?
Oh, this is going to be so boring. Okay, so I have the morning shift. Beau has the night shift. So when Hartford goes down to bed at night, Beau's on duty. If she wakes up in the middle of the night, that's on him. Not my responsibility. Yep. But my responsibility starts when she wakes up. So I wake up with Hartford probably around 7:30. Mm-hmm. I feed her just some milk. Then we play. We put on Encanto. I check emails and hang out with her. Then Beau wakes up in like 2 hours. And he actually is the one that makes her food because I'm a horrible cook. So
he's great.
So he'll make her breakfast. We feed her breakfast. Then play some more. Put her down for her nap. Then it's like, what do we do? Do I take a shower and do my makeup? Do we have sex? Do we podcast right now? Should I go run an errand? We have like an hour and a half to 2 hours. What do we do with ourselves? We figure out something to do. Then when she wakes up, we like take her somewhere, whether it's like a park or like the Grove or something. This is a day where we don't have any responsibilities.
Right.
So that's what I'm talking about right now. And we go and hang out with her somewhere and then come back and Beau makes her dinner and I let her play some more and give her a bath and give her a bottle and put her down. And then at 7:30, it's like you repeat that all over again. And then once we do put her down at 7:30, Beau and I sit there and have dinner by ourselves in the kitchen and we talk about things because, you know, if you have a baby, you don't ever get a chance to like talk to each other.
Yeah, it's like, hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, the baby interrupts everything. So Beau and I will have some wine, have dinner, and then we decide, so do you want to like watch a movie together tonight? Or do you want to like watch a show alone? Like, is there something that you need to do? And then we figure that out.
Speaking of,
that is truly what my day is like.
Follow-up question. Does Beau have to go back into the office now?
No, he doesn't. So when he does casting, he can do it from home, but sometimes he's gone into it. But lots of things are now virtual.
I'm not surprised to see this question. It's from Chad in Wichita, Kansas. Do you think Chad, do you think you have a future in reality TV?
Loaded question. Listen, I love reality TV. I thought it was so much fun. I loved most seconds of it, not every second of it. I totally feel like at some point in my life, I could see myself doing reality TV again. I just don't feel comfortable having Hartford on a show being produced, edited, and then just like put out there without like me or Beau's permission or it feels weird. I know how reality TV works, right? And there's just random editors that take footage of you and do what they want with it, and you have no control over it. And I'm not doing that to her.
Right.
So
Jessica in Maple Lake, Minnesota says, are you going to share your wedding video in Italy on your Patreon?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Fuck yeah. So many of us are so excited for you, and to be able to see the wedding would be everything. So guess what? Good news. You'll get to see it. Okay. Ashley in Wentzville, Missouri. Everybody's from everywhere. Okay.
Everybody's from everywhere.
Everybody's from everywhere. It's like Freza. It's not America.
Everyone is from everywhere.
Queen Stassi. Respect. Is there any chance you would do another? It's another one. Another reality show, more family focused. I'm gonna add something onto this. Like, would you do like the race show again?
No, I'm not doing the Amazing Race.
This
is why you can't really put on that much makeup on the Amazing Race. Like, and I have psoriasis all over my face, and it's just like not pretty. No one wants to see that. It's also a very high stress situation. Was it fun when I did it? Yes. Would I have fun now? No, definitely not. I don't think Beau could handle that either.
Right?
No, he doesn't have what it takes.
Okay, Caroline. How do you and Beau?
I don't either. Just saying. That was not a dig at him. We both don't have what it takes. We'd be like, we need a nice hotel room and room service now. Yeah.
I mean,
we couldn't handle like no.
You think crazy things are glamping. There's no way we could go back to the Amazing Race.
No.
Okay, Caroline in East Fishkill, New York says, how do you and Beau keep this spark alive while juggling a baby in your busy lives?
Okay. I'm going to share that.
Do it.
This is
I would also like to know for my marriage.
I think I told you this. I think I told you this.
Tell.
This is what I do. Okay. So I just like can't get there. Like I can't feel sexy at night. I just can't. Like a whole day of parenting, and it just like exhausts me. So like truly the only time I can like feel horny, I guess, is during Hartford's nap. And so what I'll do on the days that I'm feeling like we could do this, I'll send Beau black and white GIFs, like porn GIFs.
Yeah.
Because I feel like black and white makes them look classy. And so that is how he'll be like, oh, okay, I'll come downstairs right now. I'll just send a black and white little porn GIF. And that's what we do.
Where do you find these GIFs?
You just Google black and white porn GIF. Truly.
Oh,
am I going to regret that?
No, I think it's great. Oh yeah, porn's so mainstream.
But it's like it's a GIF. So it's like, it's not like aggressive. Like you're not like, whoa, but what did they just send me? It's like
just like a naked lady wanking from the 1930s.
It just feels classy, especially black and white. It just like feels a little like less aggressive.
I feel like you would send like old timey porn pics. Okay.
I could send like Renaissance porn.
Literally.
That
you should start doing that.
I might start doing that as a joke, but then he's going to take it seriously. I'm going to think about it though.
Okay. Jody in Washington, D.C. says, hi, Stassi. Any tips for single girls looking to find their beau, which is actually addressed in the book?
Yes. Okay. So I have a chapter in here called How to Marry Your Fuckboy. I thought Beau was a fuckboy. For like 5 months, we weren't that serious. And truly, the trick in that was how I got him to fall in love with me. Because turns out I'm like not that lovable. Like you have to trick people. But what it was is that I genuinely loved being single at that time.
Yeah.
And I genuinely. You can't play games. You can't play games. I truly like loved what my life was. So when Beau was being fuckboy-y, like I didn't care. So like I didn't give him the reaction or be like, why aren't you texting me? Or why aren't you asking me out? And so there was no pressure on our relationship to just take it someplace that it wasn't like, it didn't need to be serious so quickly. And so then it was almost like playing hard to get without having to play hard to get.
You didn't feel that like role you were playing because you were just actually living your best life.
No, because you got to just live your best life.
Sure.
And then you're not worried about whether somebody's texting you back or asking you out. And then all of a sudden they're like, why aren't they worried about me texting them back or calling or asking them out?
So then like, how did you guys go from that stage to then like together?
I remember I'd asked him on New Year's Eve. I was going to Palm Springs with Katie and Tom Schwartz.
I know.
And I was like, do you want to come with me? Because he was friends with them too. And he declined in a nice way. Like not in a way that was like weird, but he's like, no, I have like this that I'm going to. And I was like, oh, this is definitely not going to work out. This is definitely fuckboy situation. And then as I was he texted me all night long, called me all night long. And I'm like, this is lame. Like you're literally blowing up my phone when you could have been here. And then he asked me to like do something the next day when I came back to LA. And then it kind of was like, oh, he realized he made a mistake and who he really wanted to be with and have his midnight kiss with was me. I've never even said that to him. It was so lame. I was so lame, but like true. It was literally on New Year's Eve where I'm like, what got into this fellow?
Oh man. What fellow? What is happening?
I don't know. You know what? It's been a long couple of days.
Okay, Jennifer in Whittier, I think, California says, and I really want to know this too. How do you plan your outfits? You always put the cutest things together. Doesn't she? She did 2 outfit changes today.
That's so nice.
The truth.
I truly appreciate that. This is what I feel like the trick is. You just have to find your staples so that you just rotate them. So like I just have different versions of the things that I love. The same pair of jeans or jean shorts, just like a little bit off, the same types of shirts, but in different colors or like a little bit different. And then I just like rotate so that it looks a little new, but it's always just like the same shit over and over again.
So everything is like versatile.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
You do the same thing.
I do, but I have like 3 outfits. It feels like you have like 50. That's because I do.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, I have a lot of outfits.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you still buy shoes the way you used to?
No.
That's also in the book.
Which is really sad. I don't. I miss the days when I could just be like, sure. I want 3 of those pairs of Chanel shoes and just like not think anything of it.
Yeah.
Like I did not appreciate that time the way that I should have. Also, what is with the prices of things now?
I can't.
If you look at Sex and the City, the Manolo Blahniks,
like $400.
Now,
$1,500. It's ridiculous.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm so mad. Don't even get me started on real estate. Oh my God, selling Sunset makes me panic about real estate. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, Bridget in Vista, California says, I recently found out that I was pregnant. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
But she says, it still hasn't fully hit me. At what moment did your pregnancy become real to you?
It took a while.
Really?
Yeah, it takes a while because you start feeling like, should I have these feelings of all of a sudden just like, I'm connected to my baby. I'm getting a vibe that it's this. I'm getting a vibe that no, like that is a myth. Maybe some people do. Awesome. Love that for those of you that like had that just like instant feeling where it like felt real and you felt connected to whatever you had. But No, I feel like it was like once I couldn't button my pants, and then I was like, what's happening? Like, wow,
This is real.
This is real. No, but for real, I feel like it was once I felt her moving. It's like,
and how long does that take?
What was that, like the 5th month or something, or 4th? I don't know.
It
was August. It was August. I remember. The beginning of August. I got pregnant April like 12th, I think, or April.
So 3.5, 4 months.
It was past that, whatever. But like once I started feeling like little movements, I'm like, oh my gosh, and that made it feel real.
Sorry, I just burped.
I don't smell it.
Okay. This feels like just something that you need to hear. Wait, did I lose it? Oh no, I got it. Aaron in McKinney, Texas says, it's more of a statement. I feel like you're my spirit animal with your dark, sarcastic humor and crime death obsession. My parents are funeral directors. If you ever want to pick their brains, I knew you would like that.
I'm so into that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Aaron, thank you. Let's just like take a note.
Okay.
If we're ever in McKinney, Texas.
Circle it.
McKinney, Texas.
Oh, good question, Stephanie. Eagle River, Alaska. See? America. Okay.
What?
Like Alaska. That's crazy. People are bringing from everywhere.
I know. I just was.
Stassi for president. Okay. What did you edit out of this book that readers may find interesting to know? Really good question. I'm so glad I didn't ask that on my podcast.
It's like, do I want to even go? I have 2 routes I can take with that question right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. I wrote about the full details of oh my God, I just feel weird like saying it. There's reasons I like take things out because I don't want to, you want
to phone a friend?
Oh my God. I wrote a lot more about who I thought leaked my pregnancy. So like way more details about that. And I felt like that just would give it away. And I didn't want to do that because I don't know 100% for certain. And that is not what people should be doing. Accusing people of things when they don't know 100% for sure. And I feel weird that I just said that out loud.
No, I think that was great.
So there were way more details in that.
No, I think you made the right choice. For sure.
I feel exposed. Okay.
Again, I'm naked. Okay. Patty in Atlanta, Georgia says, is Katie going to come on your honeymoon when you get to go on one? It seems appropriate now.
Oh, Hartford's coming on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Katie will be on my honeymoon.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, technically, Tay and I are kind of like going to tack on our honeymoon to like after your wedding. So we'll let Katie come on ours.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Brianny asks in Northampton, what? Oh my God, we're international. I'm like air traffic control. Northampton.
Say hello from the England, UK.
Yeah.
From the England, UK?
Northampton, North Hampshire, United Kingdom.
Okay.
Okay. She says,
that sounds so fun. Like, shit went down in North Hampshire.
Yes.
It's like 11 p.m. there.
Thank you for
hey,
staying
girly
on.
girl. Okay. Will you ever do a book?
Brianny, that also sounds like a name from Outlander. Or Game of Thrones. Brianny, I love it.
Will you ever do a book just about fashion?
Oh my gosh. Should we ask my publishers? I'm down to do a book on fashion. If anyone wants to throw a book deal my way.
Oh man. Okay. There's a question. I want to read it, but I don't know what this word is. How the F do you do
Where
it?
Are you looking at? Where are you looking? How the F do you do it?
This looks like text I send to her at 1 o'clock in the morning.
It looks
East
like Gen
Coast time.
Z stuff. Oh yeah, it does. It does look like, yeah. Well, just read the rest of it.
Okay, from a badass basic bitch to a wife with the most awesome hubs, BTW, a mother to the cutest little fashionista on the planet. You are such an inspiration, and I can't wait to read your book.
Oh, how do I do it?
Okay. How do you do it?
It's a struggle. It's a struggle, and I don't feel like I do it. like I look at other people and I'm like, they're doing it. So thank you for that compliment.
You
That makes
do
me
it.
feel good about myself.
But also in the
I'm going to
book
receive it.
is a chapter about how the idea of women having it all.
Yeah. Fuck that term.
Exactly.
Having it all, it's overrated. Also, it's not. It's the way people ask that question to women. How do you think you can have it all? Do you have it all? How about we just like have just enough, the bare minimum to make us happy and like be okay with it, not ask us like why we're not just like doing it all the time.
Right.
Like, shut up.
Haley from Kentucky says, what is your favorite thing from Taco Bell?
Probably Doritos, hard
Tacos
shell
Locos?
Supreme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
What about the
You can
Mexican
never go
pizza?
wrong.
Aren't you excited about that?
I like it, but it
I
wouldn't be
love
my
it.
first choice.
Doritos Locos Tacos.
Yeah, with fire sauce.
Fire.
Mhm.
Will you still like me if I tell you I don't like fire sauce? I like hot. Well, let's keep it moving. Ellen in Wyoming, Michigan, now my brain is broken, says, when will you let Hartford watch Vanderpump Rules? And then says, I love you so much.
I'm gonna have to figure that one as I go. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Tomorrow night during bedtime or bedtime routine.
It's, you know what? Forget bedtime stories.
Yeah.
Vanderpump Rules for Hartford every single night.
Yes.
What are you gonna do when she like
Hates me because she witnesses that.
will you just start at season 2?
Why? Season 1 was the best.
I mean, I agree.
like that. Come on. that's true art right there.
It really is. Okay, Anna from Bass Harbor, Maine says, what has been your key inspiration when you find yourself struggling and wanting to give up? Really good question.
Oh God, this is the truest answer, but this is like also not a normally me answer, but finding things that you're grateful for. Like when I was feeling like at my absolute lowest, and it was during the time of COVID and quarantine where like none of us could go out of the house. It truly I would wake up in the morning and I was just like thankful that like, wow, my husband or Beau my fiance at the time was just bringing me like, I have him and he's like bringing me an iced tea in the morning and I can scroll on Pinterest and like, I can buy like some Halloween decorations, even though Halloween's like 5 months away. Like just like the little things. I'd be like, life could be so much worse. I could be in a situation where I can't scroll on Pinterest and buy Halloween decorations.
That was deep.
No, but truly,
No,
if you
no,
just
I'm
focus
joking.
on like the things that like the little things that you have and that make you happy, like it truly does help. Fucking gratitude. Prayers of gratitude. Who would have thought?
Seriously.
Who would have thought?
Yep, daily. I like little affirmations.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling super pissy, I try to think of what I'm grateful for.
If you just like Diet Coke, there was a time when people didn't have that. This is an ad. I don't know why.
See, this is what I'm saying. I
I
freaking
don't know
love
why I
this.
just said that.
Wait, also
But
like just Halloween in general. Like, thank God it's a
Thank God it
holiday.
exists.
Exactly.
Thank God Halloween exists.
Exactly. Okay, Lindsay from New York, if you go back in time 10 years and tell yourself one future accomplishment or life happening that you know would have put you at ease, what would it have been?
Oh my God. It's 3. Oh my God, there's 3. I can't pick between the 3.
So tie for 3.
Yeah, it's tie for 3. It is Hartford. It is having a New York Times bestselling book, Next Level Basic. And it's Beau. Like those 3 things are just like, you can't. Touring's up there, but it's not in the top 3.
I was like, I'm sitting right here.
I know, but if I'm going to go to top 3, like that's it.
I can always figure out a way to make everything about myself.
Yeah.
Peyton from Dallas, Texas says, what was your favorite birthday? As a fellow Cancer, I love a good birthday and have loved watching your adventures over the years. Well said, Peyton.
Have I ever had a good birthday?
No,
Though
not that I've seen.
I don't think I have. Like I don't like none of them have just like gone according to plan.
Your 30th was so close.
It was so close. Then I broke my own phone. I don't like any of them.
Do you like your birthday anymore?
Not really.
Yeah. She just told me this today and I was like, wait,
okay.
what?
Let me explain why. because I was so obsessive about my birthday for so many years. Then every year after that, being on Vanderpump Rules, my producers kept making me make it a big deal.
Got it.
When I was like, but I don't care anymore. Like, I'm so over this. Like, it's stressing me out. I don't actually, you've taken the joy out of what was the obsession for my own birthday. And now I'm just forced to repeat it. That I'm like, I don't even want it anymore. So like now, fuck my birthday.
So wait, when people
now
say
it's about Hartford's birthday. I'm turning her into
Hartford's
a
fucking
monster.
birthday.
Yes.
You've transferred it.
Yes.
So that's still there, just to be clear.
Yeah, no, her birthday's, yeah.
It's her
Hartford's
birthday, right?
birthday.
Exactly. How do you feel about that phrase? I mean, that's like, we were talking about this the other night about like, I don't know what I did to you. Oh, that was a morning toast. I don't know what I did to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Yeah. Whatever. How do I feel about the phrase? I can't talk about that line anymore. I just can't.
You have to learn to embrace it.
I like Sancerre and Rosé more than I like Pinot Grigio now. And
That's
it's like,
real tea.
it's really been stressing me out that everyone thinks that Pinot Grigio is my favorite because it's not.
Speaking of wine
Yeah.
and rosé,
Okay.
I have a question.
All right.
Marissa in Cedar Rapids, Iowa asks, what is your relationship with Lisa Vanderpump like after everything that happened with VPR?
It's honestly, Lisa and I have a very friendly, cordial relationship. Do we text and call each other? No, but we never have before anyway. Like, if I run into her, it's always lovely, but like, that's what it is. Like, there's no ill will, but I don't work at the restaurant anymore. I'm not on the show anymore. Our lives are in completely different, like, places that's what that is.
I witnessed a quite lovely exchange between the two of you.
Yes, Taylor witnessed our first run-in like ever after everything went down.
I wish it takes.
So you'll have to go listen to Taylor's podcast on Thursday if you want to go hear about that story.
See, I did it. I made it about me. Okay. And then how was writing this book different? I asked this question, but I just want to give Jennifer a shout out from Virginia. How was writing this book different from writing Next Level Basic? Was it a different process? So let's go into like the actual process of it. Because honestly, what is it like to even write a book?
No, it was a totally different process. And there was so much less pressure on the first one. Like this one, it truly was me being in quarantine and this being my only
outlet
thing that I could, my only outlet, my only way to communicate, my only way to just feel creative. And like it was the only thing that was giving me purpose besides being pregnant. Whereas when I was writing Next Level Basic, I had so many things going on that it was just, it was so easy and breezy. And I just sit back at night and like have some wine and just like, let's write about being basic and embracing what you love and musical theater. And I don't know, like serial killers, like that's
right.
It was easy. And it was just more fun, I guess. This I took way more seriously because it was even more regimented. Like I woke up, I had my morning routine, and then it's like I go into Hartford's nursery before she was born and I would write and allow myself a few hours, and like that's what I did. And it was just way more serious this time.
Do you get writer's block?
Yes.
What is that like?
I think everybody does. If you say that you don't get writer's block and you're just like creative 24/7, lies. When that happens, I would have to ask people to ask me questions.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like asking someone, what would you want to write about? Well, there's like a million things. There's that mirror over there. There's what I had for breakfast. There's what's happening over with Hartford and Beau back in Los Angeles. It's like it's thinking about anything in the universe. So like, how do you like zero in on something that's interesting? So I just like have people ask me questions so that it could just like jog something in my brain. And then from that, then I'd have a thought about something else. I'd be like, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
So almost like,
does that make sense?
It does. Like through conversations, you almost get that inspiration.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like what chapter was like not like hardest, like emotionally, but like the hardest one to be like writer blocky?
Probably, I would say the ones like the self-care one, because I didn't know that I wanted to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I didn't know that that was like going to be a thing that I would want to talk about or that would be interesting. The crying chapter, I didn't know that would be something
that's a piece of work
that
that's
people
a
would
piece of art.
find interesting. So like when my editor was like, no, I love this. I'm like, really? Might be trash. But like things like that. The easy ones to write about are like when you're like, oh, there's a point to this and I need to make my point.
Right.
You know?
Also, in terms of duration, how much longer did this book take to write versus the first?
Way longer.
Way longer.
Yeah.
Double, would you say?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, like Next Level Basic was from like, I feel like May to only like a few, it was like, I feel like 4 months. This was double the amount of time plus extra like going back and editing. So it was like a year.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, what does it feel like to be better than Carrie Bradshaw? Legit.
That's it. I mean, like, I wish we could have just like ended it on that. Oh, it really is time? No, we got 5 more minutes. No, we got 5 more minutes. We're going to keep this going. I just wish that would have been the mic drop fucking
Can
moment.
I say something in my
What?
defense?
Yeah.
I thought we were wrapping. I was going to end on that.
Oh,
I'm no dummy. I'm a professional.
Okay. But that was funny. Loved it. Am I Carrie Bradshaw? Just like not the worst.
Just like a way good friend and not like the
Yeah.
worst shitty narcissistic person in the
Yeah,
world.
Carrie Bradshaw's the worst.
Can we talk about him just like that real quick?
No, this is not what this is about. This is about me.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm saying this. We got through every single question.
Really?
Swear to God. There
All
are
right.
questions in the corner though. Those are more logistical questions. We can actually ask them. I mean, we are here after all.
Yeah. Thank you. Totally better than Carrie Bradshaw. We can talk about Carrie Bradshaw right now, honestly, because we
How
have
about this? I can connect it because I'm good like that.
Okay.
Is Carrie Bradshaw the reason you wanted to be an author?
It's the reason that I majored in English literature at Loyola Marymount because I'm like, oh my God, let's live the dream. I could be a writer somewhere, write about fashion, not sex. I just thought I'd write about fashion.
Right.
Because I am a chugaloog, a basic bitch. Yes.
Yeah, how do you feel about the term chuggy?
It just doesn't sound nice.
Well-
Basic bitch has a great ring to it.
But that's the thing,
Like,
like
chuggy, why did they do that?
you've branded yourself and you're just being authentic as the basic bitch. And then this word chuggy comes in from Gen Z. And like, how did you feel about that? Like basically they renamed your first book.
Next Level Chug. It is the definitive chuggy handbook to surviving rock bottom. Like, why chug? Like, it just doesn't sound nice.
It's not a pretty sounding
Like,
word.
Why? It's okay, but I embraced it. I use it all the time.
It is chuggy though to like pick your major based on Sex and the City. Just saying.
Or is it fun?
It is fun.
I mean, that is literally the definition of YOLO. You choose your major based on Carrie Bradshaw. Wow.
Wow, I was right. Don't worry. I took the LSAT because I watched Legally Blonde like 50 times. And that's the truth. And it was hard. And I did bad.
Did you really?
For real.
Like, you can just like go and take it? Like, even if you're not like practicing to be
No,
a lawyer?
who do you think I am? Of course I practiced.
No, but like, you were a law student. Like, how did you go and just like take it?
I try to use legal jargon in my everyday vernacular. I object to that question.
Oh my God. Speechless.
Speechless.
Truly speechless. All right.
There are some logistical questions, I will say. Where can we direct those questions? Or should we just answer them really quickly right now?
My brain hurts.
A question about I live in the UK and how do I get my signed copy of the book kind of questions.
They can find the link on the screen.
Oh,
There's a link on the screen for peeps in the UK. I just said peeps. Do you remember when people used to type peeps? Like when PEEPS when you were aiming?
But first of all,
Instant messenger?
I've never not heard you say peeps. That's like your word. She says peeps all the time.
Yeah.
It's like your word. Like when you're like peeps, I'm like, oh, there goes Stassi being Stassi again.
No, it's not.
You tend to use it a lot.
All right.
I can't breathe. Well, I know this.
I don't even remember what I was saying because Peeps is now the only thing that's going in my head.
Peeps in the UK.
Yeah. Out of Peeps. So for you people in the UK, you can click on the link. And that is it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this because it was not about me. It was about Taylor. Let's be honest. Stassi, what was your AIM screen name?
Great question.
Stassi Wassi with some numbers. I'm not joking. Stassi Wassi with some numbers.
666.
I wish I was that cool back then.
Oh my God. Stassi Wassi. I can't even. Like, I know this is funny, but like now it's like, is it funny because we're laughing so hard?
Okay.
Unhinged,
Right.
truly unhinged and chaotic.
Signing off, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for buying this book. I hope you love it. If you don't, please don't go on Reddit and talk about how you hate it. Okay? Because it doesn't feel good.
It's not nice.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh.
Hey, this is John Acuff, New York Times best-selling author of 7 books and someone who's done a live signing. If you like the one you just watched, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. It's full of amazing authors having great conversations and signing books for viewers